Hello everybody and welcome to Forever Motorsports here on our own channel, I suppose. You're joined by Mark and Reese, of course. We've just finished F1 Sprint Shootout here in Austin, Texas for the US Grand Prix, the Circuit of the Americas, and Max Verstappen will start on pole for the Sprint Shootout. That's going to be happening later on. LeClerc is up in second, Hamilton is in third. Reese, what was that session like?
Yes, was certainly quite a tight session between all of those drivers. Max Verstappen, though, once again dominant out there, but not necessarily running away with it, as Charles Leclerc was only 0.055 seconds down on Max Verstappen's pole time for the sprint later on this afternoon. Carrying on down, though, our grid for the start of the sprint later on, we have Charles Leclerc, of course, starting from second, the third constructor in the top three, Lewis Hamilton, having a great lap there right at the end, putting himself up there into third. Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri start from fourth and fifth. Brilliant from them to put themselves up into that position. Off of yesterday, where they didn't necessarily have that much pace. Carlos Sainz a little bit off the pace of his teammate. He gets himself into P6. Sergio Perez once again really far off the pace, down in P7. Then George Russell 8th, Alex Albon having another great day in P9, better than his qualifying session yesterday. Then Gasly, the only Alpine in the top 10.
Indeed, then we go through our bottom 10 here. Ricciardo in 11th, Alonso 12th. A little bit better than yesterday, but still not brilliant for the Aston Martins. Ocon in 13th, Stroll in 14th, Zhou up in 15th. Then the two Haas's, Hulkenberg and Magnussen in 16th, 17th, Bottas in 18th, Tsunoda down in 19th, being quite significantly outperformed by his teammate Ricciardo, and Sargent again in 20th, just like it was yesterday in qualifying. So not brilliant for them. Just going and noting the fact that, of course, we've got to look forward to the sprint shootout later. Based off of these results here, what do you think is going to happen in the sprint shootout?
Well, I think the sprint shootout is going to be quite exciting later. I think we're going to have a lot of drivers fighting for that win there. I think Max Verstappen doesn't necessarily have that given to him, because I think the Ferraris are going to be quite quick here. They don't necessarily have to worry about their tyre degradation because it is, of course, only a single session and it's not a very long session. You don't have to do any pit stops. So at least then we shouldn't have to worry about the Ferraris struggling with their tyre degradation today during the sprint.
That's exactly that. So Max Verstappen's going to have to deal with Charles Leclerc right alongside him. If Ferrari can get a good start and maybe try to take Verstappen out of the race in terms of Sainz and Leclerc getting ahead of him, although, of course, Hamilton's up there in third. Maybe they're going to have to try and work together to try and prevent the Red Bull from winning. But Max Verstappen pretty much should take the win here, because Max Verstappen starting on pole very, very rarely in his entire career, not just this season, very rarely loses it from that position. So should be fine for him.
Yes, exactly. I agree with you. And do be sure to join us for that sprint race later on this evening. We're going to kick you all across into our build up for that now. So do be sure to go and check all of that out.
But quickly, just before we get there, of course, let's just have a very quick prediction here. Who's your top three?
I'm going to say Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton, Lando Norris.
So Charles Leclerc's dropping out big time here.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to go completely different just for the sake of trying to get some variety. For all that I said, Max Verstappen should be backed to win it. Just for the sake of variety and seeing something interesting happen, let's have Charles Leclerc finish first, Max Verstappen second, and Hamilton there in third. That's my predictions. Let us know in the comment section, of course, what your predictions are. And be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. And guys, we'll see you for the next one. Thank you so much for watching. We'll get to going to the sprint shootout later on. But it's been me and Reese, of course, here on Forever Motorsports. Bye-bye for now.
Cheers.